Hello YouTube, how everybody doing? This is SpeedFreak 2010 here, welcoming you back to the channel. In today's Need for Speed Heat video, this is yet another Payback rebuild. This time I'm going to be building my Grand Sport Chevy Corvette that I named Manta. This is basically the other half of Bullet, or at least C7 Z06. In the last Payback Heat rebuild video, words are failing me, Bullet was the first half of the C7 Z06 crew. Manta here is the second half, and it was much fast. She was much faster than Bullet. And that one was just had 864 horsepower and a top speed of 220 with the 7-speed. This one is 10 miles an hour faster, but with a couple hundred horsepower less. In terms of performance, I pretty much taken this from a Grand Sport and pretty much turned it into my favorite variant of the C7, the Z06, with 30 extra horsepower and a giant nitrous system. In terms of the chassis, I just pretty much put on an on-road suspension, differential, and Michelin Sport Cup Pro track tires. Originally, I did have road going tires on, but I really didn't like how the car was a bit too drifty in my opinion. And with the auxiliary items, I've gotten a nitrous power upgrade with the repair kit. And man, from what I've seen on YouTube and from a YouTuber named Zombiehead3000 YT, who tested out a lot of the cars in Payback, out of all of these sports cars slash muscle cars, if you still want to consider Vette as a muscle car, this is one of the fastest. I mean, this is one of the fastest cars in the game, and one of the fastest muscle cars in the game, period. The only second one that comes to that is the Viper, which will be immediately after this one. But that's for next time. This is Manta's time to shine. So, in terms of body work, I'm gonna rebuild it to her former glory. I'm gonna be honest, out of all the Corvettes that I've seen, even the new one, the C7 probably has to be, it's tied up between my number one favorite, tied between the 5th generation from the late 90s to the early 2000s, considering that's one of them that I grew up with. That's the Vette that I grew up with. It was the last one to have pop-up up and down headlights. You get my donut reference there. Anyway, in terms of, also one thing I left out, in terms of the performance, I've taken out the car's 7-speed and put it with a 6, and just equipped this thing with a 6-speed. Considering that this thing's 5th gear is pretty tall enough, you're really not going to be using 7th gear. You're pretty much going to be topping out in 6th gear, so, and it doesn't really affect the performance all that much if you keep the LT1 V8 in here. So, oh yeah, if you wanna, the normal car, this car's normal engine will do you just fine if you're gonna go and put it up to 400 plus. If it's one thing that I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be putting on the rear fenders in here like I did in Payback. I know it brings out the wide track width a little bit, but this time I'm just really not feeling it. And also this one has a prior design rear fenders that go with the skirts that I just put on, but I'm not like a real big fan of the cutoff at the back. Anyways, so the tail lights, I'm gonna refit her with the light smoke. And in terms of the spoiler, I pretty much kept it as is, because it pretty much reminds me of the Z06. But you have this one from the Grand Sport, you have this one which I believe is from the base model, you also have this drag spoiler from Alchemist, this one from Voltex, and this one from Speed Hunters. Yeah, if it's one wish list that I wish we kind of had from in the next Need for Speed, is that we can convert them to a race car. My personal favorite being the C7R used in IMSA, which is now sadly retired. Rest in peace, you magnificent monster. Okay, in terms of the bumper, I'm gonna keep this stock, but originally I had this, and it had, instead of the ZR1 badge, it actually had prior design, which I find just straight up peculiar. Oh well, I'm not crying over it. And in terms of the diffuser, it actually has the prior design rear bumper, which is what I'm going to install right now. Hold on, let me see what this... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the rear bumper and the rear diffuser the same. Also, this one, when you buy this car, just like the ZR1 after it, this thing comes without a roof. Speaking of the ZR1, originally when the game came out, it originally only came with the roofless option. However, now in the latest update, which I'm pretty sure you have downloaded by now, you can actually put a roof on it. But originally you weren't able to do that, so for those of you that don't know, now you know. Yeah, one other thing I'm going to be changing on Manta here is her wheels. While I do like the Vorsteiners that I originally had, in this one I'm not really all too sure. I tend to second guess. So I'm found one pair that I like that actually kind of remind me of the 3rd generation Dodge Viper wheels. So I'm gonna put on some HREs, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of torn between keeping them either yeah, these, the HRE R101s, and I'm gonna be honest, I was actually torn on making these chrome or alloy, because when it comes to rims, I'm kind of picky when it comes to the colors. I mean, I don't mind black, all black rims on a black car. On some cars, to me, as a car guy, it works, but on some it just doesn't. But I don't know, this is just one dude's opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. Hey. Oh, there's one last thing I forgot to go over, the exhausts, but I'll do that a little later. I'm not entirely too sure. I think I'm going to keep them alloy for now. Speaking of which, I forgot to show you guys the different exhaust. I'm gonna be honest, just in my opinion, just stick with the normal ones. All the other ones just poke out a little bit too much, in my opinion. This one I guess you can sort of pull off a little bit, I guess, but to me the Vettes always look good. The modern ones especially have always looked good with the quad rather than the dual. But anyway, I think that's it. Wait, hold on, forgot to change the rim color. And let's give her some new chrome shoes. It's all rims. And yeah, this is Manta 2.0. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of what you think. Also, for those of you that grew up with Corvettes, which one is your personal favorite? Like I just said, to me, it's this one and this 5th generation. So, anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to show you guys the gameplay as well as some night gameplay for the first time in this car. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want more. Follow me on Twitter at TazMania94. That's TAZZMANIAN94. If you so choose. I mean, it's your choice, your life, you do what you want. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, by the way, personally, if you want to get this LT1 to sound perfect in this game, aggressiveness you can mess with, but preferably just keep it above 1. at least in terms of tone. If you want to get that cammed noise, I guess. But anyway, it's your call, your choice. Anyway, enjoy Manta running around, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all hear?
dumb skull again. I thought we scared him enough already. Guess we're gonna have to take this to the next level.
Previous suspect has been located and we're taking up pursuit again. All units, we've located the previous suspect and picked up the pursuit. Confirmed, helicopter has been dispatched.
Air 1, we're above the pursuit. Ready for action, Control.
Ramming subject vehicle. Our instruments are acting up, Control. We have to get them checked.
Shit. That car slipped out of my view somehow.
Looks like someone lost our target. Get in there and find that car.
You were like a wildcat out there.
Good news. We got a new couch. Go on, make yourself comfortable.